Hello everybody, my name is Baer, and this is Titan Souls. I'm very excited for this. I'm really excited for it. It's a new indie action-adventure game made by Acid Nerve. What can be accurately described as a mashup of the difficulty of Dark Souls with the gameplay and aesthetic feel of Shadow of the Colossus, which is one of my favorite games of all time. This has kind of been coined as the indie Shadow of the Colossus, actually, which, you know, describes my passion and excitement and enthusiasm for it quite well. I'm going to be going into this perfectly blind. I've only started up a game for a few minutes just to make sure settings were correct and all that good stuff, so let's go ahead and start right up. Brand new, fresh file for Titan Souls. Lovely. Music composed by David Fenn. By the way, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and include a link to his work down in the description because I think the music definitely does a great job. You can already tell it's setting the tone and the atmosphere absolutely wonderfully. Press X to fire. It does say heavily recommended that you play this for a gamepad if you're going to be playing this for yourself. Whoa! Eyeball doors that follow me around. There's a term for this. I'm not familiar with it myself. Somebody was trying to tell me about it on a stream the other day, actually. Is he gonna go back to sleep? He's a cute little guy. I'm thinking I just gotta shoot him right in the iris, huh? Alright. That'll do. So, basics of the gameplay here. Stuff that you've probably maybe even already ascertained for yourself. Very simple. You can roll with the A button. You can hold it down to run. You get one arrow, so if we shoot this around like so, I can't shoot it off again. The only thing that'll happen is the, you know, my Born with Telekinesis will activate and bring the arrow back, which plays a large role in the actual boss fights. I do want to mention I have played the demo of this, which was really just a fully fleshed out version of the prototype that was shown off in LD28. I don't want to, you know, pronounce the words LD. I hope that you know what they are, because every time I pronounce them incorrectly regardless of how I do it. So I won't subject myself to that here and now. Okay. This is a much different look. Can I go in this water, actually? I can indeed. I'm going to turn this down just a touch, though. I'm sorry. I know I dare not, but I think it might be a little overwhelming here. So let's just go ahead and crank that down a smidge. There we go. Okay. That's more like it. That's more like it. It is beautiful, but what we want to be able to hear each other, right? That's what this is all about, me and you together. Let's go ahead and head up here. I'm really hoping that a lot of this, you know, accessible area is going to provide means for exploration. And it looks like, I mean, we can probably, yeah, we can climb up these vines and stuff like that. But I was, you know, I was given that impression when I was playing through the demo that there might be areas in which you are going to benefit from wandering around and trying to find secrets out in the open world. So I'm really hoping... Ooh, hey, I recognize that face. Yeah, Mr. I don't want to call him Mr. Fister. That doesn't sound very good, but... Fist slam me into the ground, man. Hanging out down there. Ooh, yeah, and this door. Familiar as well. The giant eye in the center. I wonder if I can just go for it. No. Okay. Worth a shot. Let's see. Let's go ahead and head back down. Probably just want to go into the first doorway. That seems like the most logical approach. I do want to add the qualifier to this, by the way. This is more than likely going to be a series in which I die a hell of a lot. So, fair warning for that. The game has been known to cause some stress. Errs on the side of extremely difficult, so bear that in mind. Pardoning the pun. Ooh. Sounds like maybe some Jello hopping around? Yep. Something like it. Seems like it might be the classic green ball of slime first enemy that we're gonna run into here. Well, I think the most obvious course of action is probably to go like this. Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, hey, we can actually pierce them with the return shot as well. That's gonna be good to note. Boom. There we go. Oh, jeez. All right. I was getting a little too confident there, sitting around just waiting. All right, back to the... Okay, so this acts as a sort of spawn point, I suppose. That makes sense. All right, let's head back in here. I'm ready to take this guy down. We gotta try to utilize the return shots, it looks like, too. How about this? Let's see if maybe I can... He doesn't really seem to mind that I'm hanging out in here right now. It's just... just bouncing around enjoying life. Who am I to interrupt that? Now, I wonder if it's going to give me the similar feelings, too. This actually, you know, it reminds me very heavily. If you've ever played Shadow of the Colossus, I hope this isn't too much of a spoiler, but the first Colossus that you encounter, he's just wandering around the area, and he doesn't pay attention to you at all. Only if you know, like, intentionally get in the way of his little area, does he attack you, and that's pretty much just accidental. So this has a very similar vibe to it of, this dude's just bouncing around having the time of his life, and you come in here and you're trying to mess it all up. So really, you're the one at fault. I think that's clearly been established so far. Alright, so the smaller they get, then I'm assuming is when they're going to start to get more mobility. But of course they have a bigger surface area when they're larger like that. Okay, so we've gotten the brain portion kind of isolated now. I probably want to try to avoid piercing too many and just focus on the brain itself. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's already let free. Yeah, so they can hop a little bit longer once they're smaller like that. Oh, not quite, not quite. Let's see if I can get really close to this guy here. And got it! Ooh, yeah. There we go. Then we retract, I suppose. That was very similar to Shadow, but in kind of an opposite vein. The beams of light radiating through my body, it makes me feel like I've grown more powerful as a result of slaying that beast. As opposed to, you know, being killed. That's all that remains. A charcoal briquette of what was once a very, very happy fellow. Alright. One down, it seems. The first kill. And look at them. You can almost see the single tears forming inside of their eyes. Are you coming for me next? Please don't do it. Oh, God. Why do you torture us? Not a lot of story behind it thus far. Like, why are we here? Who are we? What are we doing? More of just a game that throws you in the mix and says go to work. Which I'm okay with. Oh, it seems like we have kind of symbols up above the doors to indicate what we should expect from these guys. Oh, so if we open up this door, I think this is actually just going to lead us right to the Fist Pounder. That doesn't sound any better. There's no real good way to say that guy's name or describe him. Oh, I remember this one. Okay, so this one was showcased both in the LD prototype as well as the fully fleshed out demo, so here we go. I am familiar with it. Probably not going to make it that much easier, but at least I am aware of what's going on. I actually probably could have gotten the kill right there, but... Ooh! Oh, not quite. Okay. Whoa! Oh my god. Alright, this dude... Oh my god, he blocked off my arrow, that genius. There we go. Alright, got my weapon. I think I got it. Yes! Nice. You just gotta pierce him in the eye once that vulnerability is made clear. Not too tough. He is an exhilarating enemy, though. Beautiful. 2 down. Wasn't expecting to see this guy this early on, but I suppose it makes sense, given that we've already been introduced to him to a certain degree. Alright. Out we go. So then, with that being the, yeah, you know what, I'm imagining then, we may see the third of the 3 bosses. Well, I don't know, I guess this one sort of was akin to the third boss we saw, because the fist pounder up here, God, I gotta figure out a better way to say that. He was one of the 3 that we were introduced to in the demo as well, so I'm wondering what this is gonna be. Let's go find out. Kind of looks like a... Oh, it is this guy, okay. I was gonna say, I wonder if the slime ball was a replacement for this dude. We gotta just walk right up alongside him, can't we? So this one is an interesting one. I'll keep my mouth shut as far as the actual solution is concerned for at least the first few seconds of the fight, but I'm guessing it'll turn into me desperately attempting to finish the fight regardless, but here we go. Oh, wow, that was nearly a really bad start. Alright. This is actually a pretty damn good example of, you know, one of the not completely straightforward bosses. Gives you, kind of an indication of what you need to do, but it's not that clear at all. I'm sure many of you have already figured it out by now, but I want to believe that's still true for me, for my sake. Oh, he got me. Oh, snap, I didn't think he got me there. Alright then. Mr. Brain in a block of ice, I guess we have met our first worthy adversary. Let's do this thing. I'm ready to take you down. I was just showing you off for the first little bit, but... Oh, never mind. Okay. Lesson 1, don't give him the opportunity to squish me immediately after talking trash. Probably not the best idea. So, we want to stand a little further away from him. Off the start. Let's maybe go something like this. And we gotta start running right away. There we go, okay. So as you probably already figured out, those little buttons there, they do send off... Oh, whoops. Those fires, and then... Oh, goodness! Oh! That was maybe my opportunity. This guy's not easy. I think he's probably the hardest of the 3 that we'll encounter in the beginning here. But you need to send your arrow through that fire in order to land a strike of flame against ice. Easier said than done. Okay, oh, here we go. Nice! We got it! Wow, I didn't think that one had enough juice on it, but we did. So now we got him down to his brain state. Point blank shot. Beautiful. Time to meet up with Mr. Fister. Let's go say hi. I'm wondering now... Actually, I kind of want to check this out. So we've taken 3 down. Yeah, you can see here now, we're starting to form up the remainder of the symbology on the ground here. Oh, I love the music. Hope you guys can still hear it. Let me know how the volumes are. I'll be sure to adjust accordingly. If you want me to turn up the music a little bit, I can certainly oblige. I want to see whether or not the giant door up in the top section here has actually been affected in any notable way. If we stand in the center or something like that, no, it looks like we do have to go for all 4. Alright, well, no better time than now. I love the way this is presented, actually. So it looks... It's difficult, of course, in a, you know, 2D-esque sense, or... I don't even know what to call it. Like, the way things look here... Difficult to portray the idea of height. But clearly, we are, you know, we're not even tall enough to see over this wall here. These are giant barriers establishing a courtyard for this guy to hang out in. Obviously, the door allowing us in down here, but I like that. It's really cool. Alright, here we go. Now this guy, I think might pose some problems, but let's go for it. So, 2 fists, the body of a man, the face of a hawk. Kind of terrifying, but we'll make do. The most important element of this fight is to try to get him to alternate hands as much as possible. He's clearing up that obvious vulnerable spot. Ooh, he got me with the edge of it, and then just mashes my body into a nasty pulp. Lets me know who I'm dealing with here. Yeah, tough one here as well. We gotta make sure that we try to get him to alternate hands as much as possible in order to clear up that space in the middle. If we can maybe, like, line this up so he's switching hands straight away. Ooh, that was a close one. Okay, that's not a bad plan, though. Whoa! Bullseye? I'll be honest, I was not expecting to get him that quick. That went really well. Okay. Let's go. I feel like I might need to go down here and, you know, like, touch the stone to make sure my progress is saved or something, but kind of feels like it's doing all that automatically. Alright. Let us make our way onward. I'm hoping this maybe provides us some sort of exposition, but it might very well just hurl us into the next section, the next area. I'm really hoping that this is a sign of things to come with all this, you know, climbable grass, the ability to enter in and swim in certain regions. Out of the frying pan, it says. And into the giant staircase. Oh, man. The sense of scope. That's the word I think I was looking for earlier. Just the overall feel that you're tiny and everything around you is massive. Even the slightly echoey footsteps as you approach whatever this might be. Interesting. I think I'll leave you with this, guys. Thanks so much for watching the first part of Titan Souls. I'm going to be playing through the whole thing, I guarantee it. Regardless of if it takes me 4 episodes or 40, depending on the difficulty of the later... I don't want to call them Colossi, I guess we'll just call them bosses, but... Nonetheless, thanks very much for joining me. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and of course, feel free to subscribe here to the Baer channel for this and many other playthroughs to come. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.